You're not failing, you're just obeying. Do you ever feel like no matter how hard you try, you're still stuck in the same place? Like there's an invisible leash tied around your neck, pulling you back whenever you dare to run? What if I told you, you're not failing, you're just obeying? Obeying rules you never agreed to. Obeying voices you don't even remember letting in. Obeying invisible scripts written for you before you could speak. Your mind is not failing you, it's serving its master. But the question is, who is that master? When you were young, you were wild. Do you remember? You didn't care what anyone thought. You sang off key, you danced when there was no music, you dreamed without permission. And then, piece by piece, the world taught you how to behave, how to sit still, how to be acceptable, how to be good. But good for who? Somewhere along the way, you traded your fire for approval. You traded your voice for silence, your questions for answers you never questioned. They told you to get in line, and you did. They told you to want what everyone wants, and you nodded. They told you to shrink your hunger, your rage, your dreams, and you obeyed. And now you wonder why you feel so restless, why your soul claws at the walls you built around it. You think you're failing because you can't seem to fit in. But maybe you're not supposed to fit in. Maybe you're not supposed to obey. Look around you. Who are you really living for? Whose dreams are you trying to fulfill? Who benefits from your exhaustion? Who profits from your doubt? Every day, the machine grinds on. It needs you tired. It needs you afraid. It needs you obedient. So you sit in your car in traffic and wonder if this is all there is. You scroll through perfect lives on tiny screens and wonder why you feel so empty. You silence that voice that whispers, there must be more than this. But that voice, that's the only honest part left. The tiny spark they couldn't kill, the wild child who remembers what freedom feels like. Listen to it. Listen when it says, you're not failing, you're resisting, you're not broken, you're alive. The system wants you to think you're the problem, so you blame yourself for being tired, for being lost, for wanting something bigger than the small box you were handed. But you're not the problem. The box is. What if you stopped obeying? What if you let your hunger grow teeth again? What if you remembered how to say no? What if you remembered how to say yes to yourself? Do you know what happens when you stop obeying? You become dangerous. Dangerous to the story that says you're not enough. Dangerous to the chains that bind your mind. Dangerous to the lies that profit from your misery. What if you didn't need permission? What if you didn't need to earn your rest, your joy, your life? What if you could just be wild, imperfect, alive? Would you dare? Most people won't. Most people will keep obeying until the end. They'll nod, they'll smile, they'll die with their dreams still caged inside their bones. But not you, not if you're still here listening. Because a part of you knows, a part of you is waking up, a part of you is remembering who you were before the world told you who to be. That part is not failing, that part is fighting, and I won't lie, freedom is terrifying. It means you can't blame the system for everything anymore. It means you stand alone sometimes. It means you might lose people who love the obedient version of you. It means you risk everything to gain yourself. But tell me, isn't that worth it? Isn't your life worth the rebellion? Isn't your soul worth the risk? You have spent too long kneeling at altars that do not feed you, too long sacrificing your joy for someone else's comfort, too long calling your own truth dangerous. Let it be dangerous. The world doesn't need another obedient worker. It needs you, raw, awake, unafraid to burn it all down and build something true. So when that voice whispers, you're failing, look it in the eye, and whisper back, no, I'm just done obeying. Take back your mornings, take back your thoughts, take back your laughter that doesn't need to sound pretty. Take back your rage, it's holy. Take back your softness, it's power. Take back your questions, they are your compass. The world will try to punish you for remembering. It will tempt you to forget again, to plug back in, to obey. But you can't unknow what you know now. You can't cage a soul that has tasted its own wildness. So here you are, standing on the edge of your old life. Behind you, the prison of obedience. Ahead of you, a wilderness. A life unpromised, uncharted, unforgiving, but yours. Will you go? Will you dare to disappoint everyone who wants you small? Will you dare to break the rules that break you? Will you dare to fail at their game and win at your own? No one is coming to save you. You are the storm. You are the rebellion. You are the echo of your ancestors who ran barefoot through forests and deserts and said no when the world said obey. You're not failing. You're remembering. You're not losing, you're waking up. You're not broken, you're free. So the next time you feel that old familiar shame, that voice that says you're not good enough, not disciplined enough, not strong enough, smile. Because that voice is proof you're on the right path, proof that you're not asleep, proof that you're not one of the obedient anymore. You were never meant to be tame. You were never meant to be silent. You were never meant to live in someone else's dream. You were born to break the rules that were built to break you, and you were born to remember that failure, real failure, is not falling down. It's staying on your knees when you know you can stand. So stand. Stand tall in your glorious disobedience. Stand with your fears trembling beside your courage. Stand with your doubts dancing around your fire. Stand with your wild soul howling at the moon. Stand with your wild soul howling at the moon. Unashamed, because you're not failing. You're just obeying. And now, you're done. And when you're done obeying, you start living. So live. Live so loudly that the obedient ones feel it in their bones. Live so truthfully that you make the liars tremble. Live so fully that even your shadow bows in awe. You're not failing. You're just remembering what it feels like to be free. If you felt this, if a part of you woke up today, leave a like, share this message with someone who needs to hear it, and join us here. Subscribe for more truths they don't want you to remember. Stay wild, stay awake, stay free.